soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it and love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First play, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Cousins on 1st down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's pounded out our house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with good field position is facing 4th down.
A 62-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, putting together a good drive. They get some points of their own.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Vikings hit 10-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
It's a gain of 3.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Here's a quick throw to Thielen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route here.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Taylor will throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people now.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Steps away. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go.
And it's going to bring up a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On third down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gano's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Easy. Listen to me. Can't.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Slot man moves right. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up, and the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action with Taylor. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long for Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tay Crowder.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now Taylor. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead in this 3rd quarter. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Taylor.
That's taken in by Ferkser. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cook following the penalty, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun. All right, now here we go.
To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And some room to work. They'll take this to the other side of the field before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins now. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack at 2nd and 20. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good route there.
Here's Cousins. Out to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
One.
Cousins. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins, he'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, no, easy. Gun. Listen to me. Hey,
Cousins. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Cousins to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. Shoves him aside. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the metal lanes. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get...
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning.